Daily upload number 5. Hello everyone. This video is a part 2 of the previous Bloxfruits vs Grand Peace Online video. I played GPO a lot more and grinded a bit. The game also got some updates. Let's see how does it compete against Bloxfruits now. Hey you. Yes you. If you subscribe right now and if I reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this week, then I will stream for 24 hours straight. That's right. 24 hours straight. So you better subscribe now. Before this video starts, I would like to say that this video is completely my opinion and you are free to disagree and say what you feel in the comment section below. GPO is fun and boring at the same time. I find it very boring to grind and hard to kill bosses without friends. And most of my friends haven't bought GPO. But when you manage to get to max level and get stuff like fruits and drops, it's actually super fun to play because of arena mode. Personally, I haven't grinded till max yet because of how boring and slow it is. But I have seen arena mode and played arena mode myself a bit too. I went in a game of 1v1 and I did some damage. But of course, I lost because I don't have max level. I definitely see myself playing arena mode once I get max level. Bloxfruits shares the same trait as GPO. The grinding is super boring, but you don't need friends for the grind. You can just solo bosses. It's fun to beat bosses in GPO, but it's not fun when you have no friends. Bloxfruits gets a lot more boring when you have everything in the game because there is basically nothing to do when you have max bounty and everything in the game. Arena mode prevents GPO from being completely boring after you get everything. I really would like to see Bloxfruits have an arena mode as well. That will be extremely fun nonetheless. I think everyone can agree with me that Grand Peace Online is heavily monetized with all of its game passes and microtransactions in-game. It makes it extremely unfair for the players who just bought it to play and don't have any Robux left to spend on game passes and stuff. You can get a huge boost by buying some game passes. Look at these game passes. The fruit notifier is super overpriced. But the fruit bag is a must-have game pass because if you get an extra fruit that you want to trade for another fruit, you can't go to another server without losing the fruit in the process. This personally happened to me when I got Phoenix fruit from Ship Farm. I wanted to trade it for other Lodja fruits, but I couldn't do it because I didn't have the fruit bag, which left me no choice but to eat the fruit. You don't need to buy it, but it is extremely challenging to manage without the game pass. For example, if you don't have fruit bag and you find a fruit that you want to eat but you already have a fruit and all fruit removal codes are expired, you will have to give up on the fruit or spend Robux. Also, you need Robux to reset stats, remove devil fruits, change race, etc. But codes make these processes free. At the time of my previous video there were no codes. There should be an alternative way to remove devil fruits and reset stat points. This should be done with Pelly because Pelly is extremely useless as of now. The only ways to reset stat points or reset devil fruits are to use Robux or codes. Only devil fruit notifier and 2 times drop should be with codes. At the time of my previous video there were no codes. Bloxfruits game passes just make the game faster. You don't require Robux to do basic things like resetting stats, changing race, remove devil fruits, etc. You can buy it with Robux, but most people don't do that. Most people just buy it with fragments. Let's look at the game passes. There is no must-have game pass in Bloxfruits. You can play the game easily without buying any of the game passes. As of now, almost nobody uses Darkblade because Darkblade is completely out of the current meta. The 2 times mastery game pass is good to buy. Fruit notifier is pretty overpriced and there is almost nothing to buy in New World, so 2 times money isn't as worth it. The other 2 times drop isn't worth it. The Fast Boat Game Pass is only good if you have a fruit which doesn't have a flight move. GPO PvP is really skill-based and fun. Blocking and perfect blocks make the PvP really skill-based. You can also build PvP sets because there is no cap to how much you can add onto any stat. So you will have to plan on what you are going to use to do basic M1 attacks and what you are going to use to do moves for combos. There is nothing to do in late game other than PvP, and GPO has arena mode just for that. In Bloxfruits, PvP is the only thing you can do in the late game. Bloxfruits PvP is mostly combo based. Like this combo with dragon fruit I created. If you are an active bounty hunter in Bloxfruits, you probably also have a combo that you use while doing PvP. Bloxfruits stat building doesn't take too much planning because all you really have to do is put stats in melee and defense, then you have to put all of the remaining stat points in anything that you will use to deal your main damage. In all honesty, GPO is a very good game. Also, in my opinion, GPO has really improved after their new dungeon mode update. As GPO is opening more ways to get fruits, the game is getting more and more free-to-play player-friendly, which is definitely good to see. The only problem with GPO is the monetization system, which I talked about. Other than that, I have no problems with the game itself. Bloxfruits is a great game as well, but I will suggest the devs over at Bloxfruits to add something like arena mode, which players can play in the late game when they have nothing to do but to wait for an update. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this video this time. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.